So what is going on, guys? Flair here from OffRoad Studios, and today I'm bringing you guys another episode of the GTA 5 Online Top Gear Challenge series. In this one, I'm going to be here driving some off-road vehicles with two good friends. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Breezy Dionysus.
What is up, my home bros? It's Reckless Riley here, hopping a four-wheeler. So, how you doing?
Hello. So,
Hello.
we were going to try this with cars, but there were unexpected complications, I'm afraid, friends. So, we're now here with bikes. Now, you may be wondering, why is this one to my right not actually an off-road vehicle? Well, fuck you, that's why. No, but it's because there weren't enough other off-road vehicles that would work for it. We'll need small things like this little bikes, so we decided to go with the LSC Hexa because it's kind of a lower-end bike, but we thought it would kind of be average, more or less, with these two other vehicles. So, I didn't mention, our challenge is going to be to go to the top of Mount Chiliad, which you can actually see in the background of frame now. So, we want to go there, we're going to be following it. It's not a race, it's more of a test of what's the best off-road vehicle in terms of handling, not just speed, braking, all of that kind of thing, and also which one enjoyed the journey most. So, you guys ready to go?
Heck yeah.
Let's mount our mighty steeds, and let's go.
My beautiful helmet is on.
I'll let you go first.
Woo!
They'll probably
Safety
get lost
first.
otherwise.
So we are going to be following these red and white tyre things. We're going to have
For
to
Canada.
emphasise to Riley not to go too fast. He's a bit excited by these Canadian colours. They're a bit much for him. We don't want to
This is too
fall off
much,
here.
man.
So our first challenge is to be
much.
doing some off-roading, then we're going to be moving on to different roads and stuff, and dirt tracks. So we're just going to be feeling the overall way of driving this. Riley seems to have hit the Canadian flag.
I hit a tire.
So as
Wasn't
we drive
ideal,
along,
but it happened.
boing,
Okay, he's back on track.
as we drive along, our topic for today is actually going to be the High Life DLC and stuff, the spring updates. Now, I've been doing a few videos about these, which you guys can of course go and check out in my previous videos. So, for those of you that don't know, over the springtime Rockstar have announced that there's going to be different pieces of DLC, different changes coming, namely the High Life DLC. Whereabouts is Bruiser? There it is. Namely the High Life DLC, which is going to bring us 3 new cars, a new bike, and some new apartments, as well as the ability to have multiple properties under your character. Riley,
That was the road's fault.
hashtag blame road. Every time Riley joins, there seems to be a new hashtag. Get that shit true.
There is a new one. Except it's not hash. Hashtag, it's a number sign.
Okay, alright.
No,
So,
I don't get where you put
Confuse
the
me.
hash.
So the spring updates are going to be kind of rolled out over the course of spring, as you probably would have guessed, and we have no set date for the High Life DLC itself. So, for you guys who've looked into it a bit, what do you guys think so far of the announcements that have come from Rockstar on the topic of these DLC pieces coming over this first quarter?
I don't know.
Heist?
They've like listened to the community, obviously, because people have been saying for ages that they want multiple apartments and garages, so they've like taken that into account, which is good. I'm not too excited about new cars though.
No, I think
What
I'm
I'm
the
more
same
excited
boat.
about is actually being able to get apartments in different spots, because all of them are in the city,
Yeah.
and hopefully that will mean that we can get an apartment in the country, which would just be
Definitely
awesome.
want that.
That could be a true redneck.
My problem with that
Yeah.
is that I think that they're called, just going by the name, the High Life DLC, and they've said that the apartments are going to be part of the High Life. Although I do want to live out in the country much more than I want to have another apartment in the city. I really don't use my apartment anyway, only ever the garage. I do really want to live out in the country, but the High Life DLC, just the name of it, would kind of incite that it's going to be other high-rise apartments around Los Santos. So I feel like that would be a bit of a misnomer naming it the High Life DLC if there was going to be stuff that's very clearly not High Life kind of based things, kind of cheap shacks out in the desert and stuff. Which isn't,
Yeah.
I don't know that
I guess
that's what the
that's a fair
community as a generality really wants to see. I haven't seen many people on the forums and the various subreddits asking for more apartments. I have seen them asking for the ability to own houses, which has been kind of the word thrown around is houses every time. They want to be able to own a unique property without having any other buildings above or under them. And like I've been talking about with Breezy and Riley respectively, as we've been playing, is that I just want to live away from the general hive of activity.
I seem to have a tire in my face.
Just to be able to live away from the general hive of activity. And maybe live out on some of the islands off the side of Blaine County and like the neighbouring mountains. Just to be able to live up there, maybe have a boat. You need a boat to go and get back onto the mainland, or maybe by a helicopter or whatever. I feel like that would be a really,
I want to
really
live
cool
in a
feature.
yellow submarine.
I think we all do, right? Everybody wants to live in a yellow submarine.
Then I can be a true beetle.
I know what you mean, Slayer.
It's been a bit aggressive.
One of the things I hope that they do with this update is at least add a few more free cars, because as somebody who doesn't earn very much money, because I don't go into games as often, it makes it very difficult to try out any of the new content, because I do not have a lot of money, and I also have a lot of tires going into my anus and face.
Riley, no!
Slayer knows more about this. Slayer, what are the actual vehicles like?
Okay, we're switching vehicles.
What vehicles are they releasing? Are they like sports cars or...?
So, from what we've seen, there's going to be a supercar, what looks to be a sports car, and maybe an SUV kind of thing looking in the same kind of genre as the Gallivanting Baller. These are named the Massacro, the Zentorno, and the Huntley. I don't remember their respective brands. So, yeah, side note, Riley and I have now switched bikes, just saying. So they're their respective brands. I don't know what I think of them. I feel like they're not going to be anything amazing. I don't know that they don't have anything that really stands out about them. I also forgot to mention the Dinker Thrust, which is going to be the new motorcycle, which we have no pictures of so far, whereas we've had some small pictures of the three cars. So that kind of gives us an idea of it. It does seem that one's a supercar, one's an SUV, and one's a sports car. Though we may be wrong, there was kind of this rumour that all of them were going to be sports cars, but that seemed very unlikely just judging by the pictures of them, but we may be surprised, I don't really know. I don't know that I'm that excited for the vehicles, honestly. I'm excited to see what properties they have, and the ability to own multiple properties, just for the more garage space. But I don't know.
I'm wondering if they're going to be adding a few more weapons. Has that been said?
They said that they're going to be adding, yeah, the bullpup, Breezy is correct, bullpup rifle. Which, again, we've seen a picture of. It looks a bit like kind of the rifles that we already have. It kind of looks a bit like the Gutenberg Sweeper, if I'm correct. I don't fully remember what it looked like. That wasn't really the main point of this, of the DLC. But, yeah, they are adding just one more weapon so far, so I do hope they add more, because in ammunition, as you guys can probably see, on the right wall of all of the guns and stuff, you can see lots of different spaces that just seem to be open and ready to have extra guns within them. But at this rate, they're not going to be filled up for quite a while, so I don't know what Rockstar have planned for this kind of thing, but I'd be interested to see.
I seem to have gone around the area to get to the top of the mountain. There we go. I'm up here. No, move. Right, there we go.
So in all of our talks, we seem to have already gone to the top of the mountain, in different vehicles than in which we started. No thanks to
Alright. We're not the announcing bin, you guys are the audience. I'd like to alright, I got to the top of the mountain, this is the presenting area. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, the mountain, and Chili. That is all.
What? Alright. So, what did you guys think of your respective vehicles? Did they handle very well? Did they make it up to the hills without too much of a problem?
I didn't feel that the four-wheeler had as much stability as I had expected. Actually, there's a lot more stability on the off-road dirt bike.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got that general idea as I was driving up. I did feel like I had to be a bit careful, but I think it's because it is so light and it doesn't have quite so much thrust behind it, as opposed to the Mobu2 Sanchez here. I felt like it did, yeah, it's a pretty fast vehicle, but it just didn't feel like it held up and was quite as firm as the other vehicles. Breezy, what did the Hexa feel like?
I mean, the Hexa, it's really hard to tell. It got up there alright, but I don't know if it could really handle a really hard trail, you know.
Yeah.
Going really off-road.
Because of course the Hexa...
got up there alright.
Of course, the Hexa isn't an off-road vehicle, unlike our two other vehicles here. It was actually made for just cruising around the roads of Los Santos and Blaine County. So, I think it still handled pretty well. Breezy didn't seem to have any problems on its way up.
It didn't fall off or anything, so...
Yeah, which is always a plus. I can't say the same for the Blazer, like Ronnie and I've been saying. It didn't have quite so much stability, and of course Riley fell off it like 2 or 3 times, which may be associated to his bad driving skills. Nobody should trust the Canadian.
No. Not bad driving skills. Reckless driving skills.
Oh,
I don't go for stability.
So, in that case, so that's our consensus. So, in the final test, I feel that we should have, I think, an overall build quality test. So how about we get down to this point here? Pull on up, Breezy.
I know what you mean.
Alright, and...
No!
Serious!
Oh, God.
Woo! Oh gosh, oh baby! Yeah.
Are you where I think you are, Flair?
Probably.
Are you on the... No.
I'm by the ramp thing.
Oh, right, I've gone into the, hangar.
Oh no.
So...
okay, good.
Lift thing.
So I was going to propose that we all went down at once, but it would seem that Riley had other plans. Breezy, how about let's line up here and we can test our build qualities individually.
I'm not sure where you guys are.
Let's 3, 2, 1, let's go! Woo! Ah! Trying to make it down the mountain. So this is handling up. This is handling pretty well. Oh, this will not. R.I.P. in
And I'm
peace.
off. Not dead, but I'm off.
I'm down.
The bike's still going.
Well, the bike's still going.
I think that I
which is a
survived
plus,
the best.
I just found the
Yes.
Nagasaki Blazer down.
So I think that's pretty conclusive then, guys. Let's so now that we've done our test, let's get on into the outro. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like down below, as well as a comment telling us what you would like to see in the future Top Gear episodes and other videos if you so wish. So that's been pretty much it. I want to thank my 2 co-hosts here. Reckless Riley actually has a channel. There'll be a link to that in the description below, so you can go and check that out there and watch all of his video goodness. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Flair, joined by
Breezy.
And we're the air humpers.
Yeah, damn right.
Boom.
Getting rough. Getting tough now. Tough
No, get out of here! You were never meant to be born! No! Oh. I'm seeing my life flash before my eyes. There's a giant cheeseburger. Oh, there's mayo everywhere!
signing out.